Once I realized that I was being thrown and kicked out of bodybuilding, I probably wouldn't be here. I'd probably be in prison. People say God, intervention, you hear voices. Well, I can say I heard a voice. And that voice said to me, go to Europe.
You get banned. Robby decides to go to Europe. He goes to the red light district in Amsterdam. How'd you end up in Amsterdam? Why did you pick Amsterdam?
Once I realized that I was being thrown and kicked out of bodybuilding, my mindset flipped over to a whole nother mindset that I didn't like. And then that mindset, I probably would have, if I had reacted to that mindset or what my mind was telling me to do, I probably wouldn't be here. I'd probably be in prison someplace. So what I did, I listened to the mind that said, people say God, intervention, you hear voices. Well, I can say I heard a voice. And that voice said to me, go to Europe. I immediately went and got a ticket to Amsterdam, $750. I even remember how much the ticket was. I took K&M Airlines, a one-way ticket from Los Angeles, California, to Schiphol Airport, Amsterdam.
The same way you came to LA with a one-way ticket, now you took a one-way ticket to Amsterdam.
Yeah, I took that one-way ticket to Amsterdam. I ended up, didn't know where I was. I didn't know nobody there. So I'm getting into Amsterdam, getting to Schiphol Airport. And then I just got on a train that says Zoetermeer. I got on the train to Zoetermeer. We were riding. I got my first class apartment. You can have the first class place, or you can sit like everybody else. So I got the first class apartment, sit back and waited. Got to Zoetermeer. I get off the train with my bag, suitcase, checked into a hotel right there in Zoetermeer. There was a cafe to eat, and I walked into the cafe and looked, and I saw all the healthy, they had all the, really, you could just eat healthy food. Wow. And I thought, wow, this is what I'm going to do. So I got the hotel room, and I got me something to eat. And I remember walking out of the restaurant, and I remember going to my left, and I see all these beautiful women in the windows. They're all dressed up with negligees and
lingerie.
all kind of thing, naked. Sitting on the stool looking sexy and stuff. And I'm thinking, I've never seen anything. What the heck? And so I'm walking down the street into the red light district at this point, and I'm thinking, I never knew what a red light district was, but then I realized what was happening.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing probably is long, I'm going to say at least a good half of a block.
Wow.
And beautiful women from all over the world. I was stunned. I was like, whoa. Where are you? And so I'm walking down the thing into the red light district, and I'm passing the canals, all the boats in the canals where the Thai people had restaurants at this point, right? So I'm walking on down into the red light district, and I see all these beautiful women, and I see this lady come to the window, and she goes, and I say, me, because I'm looking around, me, and I okay, so I walked on down to the thing, came to the back door. She opened the door, and she said, come in. And I came in, and she said, take off your clothes. Let me see what you look like. I dropped my pants, took off my shirt, and stood there, and she says, I want you to walk me to the bank every day to deposit my money into the bank. From that point on, I was able to walk all those ladies that worked in the red light district, those that I was looking at in that windows, to their bank every single day.
Wow.
And during that time period, the lady that had asked me to come around and let me see what I looked like because I was physical. So they
Of
could
course.
see that this big black guy got all these muscles. He'd be a guard to him. He'd be nice to us, walk us to the bank. And so she started introducing me to all the other ladies. And from that point on, they would give me 50 guilders, 100 guilders, 75 guilders, 50 guilders. And so I started
Yep.
saving all my money. And pretty soon I was able to get me an apartment.
Uh-huh.
The lady, Maria, I would go pick her daughter from school every day. She would give me another extra 50 guilders. So I was able to get that started and make a little money to stabilize myself. I stayed in Europe after that point on for 12 years.
Wow.
I
Robby,
didn't come back here to, I think, like 89 or something like that because I got invited back by Wayne DeMillier.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So you were definitely the best built security guard in all Amsterdam.
Exactly. Yep, that's what it was. I was the first person to do like security work for those ladies in Amsterdam. Quietly done.
Yep.
And Maria had a daughter, so I would go every day and pick her daughter up to school, take her home, come back, and walk all those ladies to the bank.
It's almost like you had this angel on one shoulder and the devil was giving you some bad advice, but you had the clarity and awareness to be like, you know what, let me check out this other voice, the voice that, or your spirit, whatever you want to call it, God, that said, Robby, go to Europe. You had that awareness and clarity of mind to take the other way, and look what happened.
I could have easily gotten myself in trouble going out there and maybe reacting in a violent way or attacking those people that I thought that was hurting me, or trying to stop me from achieving my goals of being what I wanted to be.
But there's no point to go to that level. You just elevate it again.
Yeah, I totally believe that sometimes powerful things just intervene.
Absolutely.
Like some people, a plane that crashed and some people live and some people don't. That's just how I look at life. Life can be an incredible thing and sometimes it can be not as incredible as you want it to be.
But that's life.
That's life. You can't make it into it. You're not in control.
Yes.
You have to let what's going to be.
You have to let go and at the same time do the best you can do.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's life.
That's what I've always been. If you don't conquer yourself, yourself will conquer you.
Absolutely.
So I just refuse to let that happen to me. I've known a lot of people have gone through that and got themselves in a situation.
Yep.
Who wants to end up in a bad situation where you're in prison for life?
Yeah.
That don't make sense to me.
Yes.
I mean, you have to think better of yourself, do a better job of conquering yourself, because that's where to conquer your own doubts, conquer yourself. Because if you conquer yourself, then you can conquer the world.
And that's the power of mindset.
Yeah, it's all mindset.